Alright, hello YouTube and YouTube subscribers. Time for a little quick update on the 75 and 20. First off, I did something I never did before ever with aquariums, and that was I used soil in my aquarium in the 75. So actually uprooted all my swords and all my crypt plants, and I potted them, and they all went pretty well, except there was one little accident where I had a pretty big pot, which was this one right here, which is a basement milk jug, and my pleco swam in my hand, and a bunch of the soil seeped out into the water, and it got pretty cloudy for about an hour, but that'll clear it up. So, and the fish are all fine. And the only problem I'm having with this tank right now is this heater is all out of whack. So instead of heating the tank to about 24 or 26 degrees, which is what I prefer for these fish in here, it's only at 22 degrees, and they don't seem to be minding it. But I'm definitely going to replace that heater. Maybe get 2 heaters for this tank instead of just one. So maybe 2 45-gallon heaters or something like that, just as backup. So next part we're going to be talking about the 20. Alright, I'm back, and here's the 20-gallon. I haven't really done any changes yet. I'm trying to see if this driftwood will sink, and usually there's quite a bit of driftwood up here where I live, but the only problem is the lakes. There's still quite a bit of ice on them, so there wouldn't be that much wood on the shoreline right now. And that's really, I want to do a really heavy wood aquascape in here. Like, no rock, mostly just wood. And this tank still has its usual problem, which is the snail overpopulation. And I have been taking care of it. I've been dropping some of them into my 75-gallon. And they're in there to eat the brown algae, but the paradise fish, the firemouth cichlid and pictus catfish just ate them. Well, killed or ate them. And I have been cracking open some of these snails, like removing their shells and just dropping them into the tank as for food. And the fish like that. They kind of like to eat the deshelled snails. And to kill off a bunch of these snails in an ethical manner all at once, I think I'm just going to have a hot bucket of hot water and then just drop them in there, and they'll just kill them instantly. So they'll die of heat shock. And one thing I want to talk about is the guppies. The guppies that I put in my 75-gallon as feeders, like this little guy, they all lived, so I took them out. Because they were just too nimble for the paradise fish and the Grammys to catch during the day. And they were too nimble for the pictus to catch them at night, so I just caught them and I put them back in here. And one thing that was kind of interesting was the guppies that were produced when I was gone to university, like this female right here. She must have been probably about a month old. Now she's probably about 4 months old, and she's starting to get some nice golden color to her. And this male right here, when I left back in December to go back to university, he was not here in this form at least. So it's kind of, you can never really predict what the fry are going to grow into, which is kind of one of the reasons why I'm kind of enjoying keeping this much guppies. But the only problem is I do want to do a shoaling tank. I want to do kind of an Asian themed shoaling tank, which the cherry barbs, the beta, and the sparkling gravity are meant to be a part of. So the guppies are kind of inhibiting that. But I do got the 10G, so maybe I can just take all these guppies, dump them in the 10-gallon. And if anybody has any suggestions on what I should do with this tank, like anything I can do to improve it, please comment or do a response video. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.